our Malaga adventure isn't over yet. Today, we're slowing things down and soaking up a little more of that Spanish sunshine. We're headed to Guadalmar for a proper beach day. Sun, sea, sand, and some much needed relaxing, with a little poolside time thrown in too. And when the sun starts to set, we're getting dressed up and heading out to Benalmádena for an evening along the coast, with dinner, drinks, and a wander along the promenade. So grab your sunnies, we're headed back to the Costa del Sol. We're making our way along the promenade towards the Mediterranean, and already this part of Malaga feels completely different from the bustling streets of Old Town. Guadalmar sits on the western edge of Malaga, close to where the Guadalhorce River meets the Mediterranean Sea. The nearby river estuary is actually a protected natural area, an important resting place for migratory birds traveling between Europe and Africa. And if you ever hear or spot a plane overhead, there's a reason for that too. Guadalmar is located very close to Malaga Costa del Sol Airport, so you can sometimes watch the planes coming and going while you're walking along the coast. But what we really love about Guadalmar is how relaxed it feels. The paved promenade gives way to a much quieter stretch of coastline, with chiringuitos, beach umbrellas, and the Mediterranean waiting just ahead. After all that sightseeing, today's agenda is pretty simple. Find the beach, grab a lounger, get in the sea, and do absolutely as little as possible. Welcome to our beach day in Guadalmar. We've made it to Guadalmar Beach, and one of the first things you'll notice here is the sand. It's much darker and coarser than the soft white sand you might picture when you think of a Mediterranean beach. Guadalmar has something else that makes this stretch of coastline pretty unique. We're only a few minutes from Malaga Costa del Sol Airport, so while you're relaxing beside the Mediterranean, you can watch planes taking off and landing right from the beach. And then, of course, it was time to get in the water. The sea here is actually part of the Iberian Sea, the westernmost portion of the Mediterranean, where Mediterranean and Atlantic waters interact. After days of airports, sightseeing, and walking through busy cities, this was exactly the kind of afternoon we needed. No itinerary, no rushing to the next attraction, just sunshine, the Mediterranean, and plenty of time for these two to swim, laugh, and enjoy being together. Because sometimes the best part of an adventure is simply finding a beautiful spot and staying there a while. After a wonderful day at the beach, we grab a quick bite from a local restaurant and head back for a dip in the pool before getting ready for a night out in Benalmádena. After catching a few rays by the pool, it was time to get dressed up and head over to Benalmádena Marina. As the sun started to go down, we head to Puerto Marina, Benalmádena, and this is definitely a different side of the Costa del Sol. By day, the marina is filled with boats, beaches, and sunshine, but in the evening, the whole area really comes alive. The waterfront is packed with restaurants, cafes, bars, and shops, making it one of those places where you can happily wander, and the marina itself is worth looking at. Puerto Marina is known for its unusual architecture with colorful buildings, little bridges, and apartments that seem to rise right out of the water. It's also home to hundreds of boats and has earned international recognition over the years as a marina and tourist destination. But tonight, we're much more interested in what's happening on land. The shops here seem to have a little bit of everything: souvenirs, clothing, jewelry, sweets, and plenty of things Cali is convinced she absolutely needs. We're on the hunt for the perfect accessory to top off Cali's outfit. The evenings feel like part of the day rather than the end of it. Families are still out, restaurants are busy, shops are open, and the promenades are full of people enjoying the cooler evening air. After a day spent swimming and relaxing, wandering through a busy Mediterranean marina, doing a little shopping, and deciding where to have dinner feels like a pretty perfect way to end the day. And somehow we've already reached our final day in Spain. But we aren't about to spend it sitting around waiting for our flight. Before heading to the airport, we squeezed in one last adventure at Aqualand Torremolinos, one of the biggest water parks on the Costa del Sol, with everything from relaxing pools to some seriously impressive water slides. It was the perfect way to cool off, have a few laughs, and make the most of every minute we had left in Malaga. Because when your flight isn't until later, why waste a perfectly good Spanish summer day? We're trading water slides for departure boards and make our way to Malaga Costa del Sol Airport. It's always a little bittersweet arriving at the airport after a great trip. We're tired, probably carrying a few more things than we arrived with, and definitely not quite ready to say goodbye to the Spanish sunshine. But thankfully, we're not headed home just yet. Our summer adventure continues because tonight we fly back to Scotland. With security behind us, we had a little bit of time to explore the terminal, grab something to eat, and do that inevitable last-minute airport shopping. Malaga Airport is one of the busiest gateways to Spain's Costa del Sol, welcoming millions of travelers heading from Malaga, Torremolinos, Benalmádena, and the surrounding resorts every year. For us, though, there was only one thing left to do: find our gate and get ready for the next chapter of our adventure. There's something about walking across the tarmac that makes flying feel just a little more exciting. One last bit of that warm Spanish evening air, one last look back at Malaga, and then it's time to climb aboard. 4 days, one tiny duffel bag, plenty of sunshine, some incredible food, lots of swimming, and more than a few memories later. Malaga, you were good to us. Now let's see what Scotland has waiting for us next. Four days, countless memories, and one very tired traveler. Sleep tight, Cali. When you wake up, our Scottish adventure continues.